So, right. Okay, last time we were speaking about food, yes?
Yes.
About different types of food. Today we are going to continue speaking about food, and we will try to refresh what we learned. We will start with the words, with some pictures that we looked at, connected to food. Okay. I'm going to show them to you. Here they are, right? And we will try to remember what are they, yeah? Okay, so let's go. Let's do one by one. Picture A, what is it?
This is a steak.
A steak, very good.
Steak.
Letter B, it was new for you. Do you remember it?
That is ой, я не помню. Нет, не вспомню.
Have you got anywhere to look? Okay, let's see here. Can you find it?
Сейчас. Lamb.
Lamb. B is not pronounced, yeah? Lamb.
Lamb.
Okay.
Lamb.
Good. The next one.
Fizzy drinks.
Very good. Next.
Next, juice, mushrooms, fish, burger. Cereal.
Cereal, very good.
Yes. Salad, and next, J. This is grapes, and chili, butter, mango, crisps, and yogurt.
Wonderful, good job. And now we are going to sort out these words into two groups. Have a look. I'm going to try it out. Let's look at M. How many mangoes can you see?
I see two mangoes.
2 mangoes, exactly.
2 mangoes.
So we can say 1 mango, 2 mangoes, 3, 5, and so on. And these are the words that are countable. Yeah, we can say how many. Okay, look please at picture A. Can you say how many? It's just a steak.
Yes, 1 steak.
1 steak, but meat we can't count, yeah? Мы не можем посчитать мясо, но можем посчитать steaks, yeah? And when we can't count, it is uncountable. Tell me, please, what do you think? What is uncountable here?
Uncountable.
Что вот из этой еды мы не можем никак посчитать?
Juice,
absolutely right. Yes. Yeah, also very good idea. I agree. Okay, let's now put all these words into 2 groups. What is countable? What is uncountable? Okay, one moment. So let's try. Butter. What do you think? Butter. Countable?
Butter.
Uncountable.
Uncountable.
Uncountable. Good.
Uncountable.
Oh, sorry, it was burger the first. Butter is and burger?
Burger. Countable.
Countable. Yes, 1, 2, 3, 5 burgers. Countable. Cereal.
Cereal. No, uncountable.
Very good. Chili.
Chili. Yes, uncountable.
Uncountable. Okay. Next.
Crisps uncountable. Fish we may uncountable. Countable.
It's interesting. Вот давайте представим себе такую ситуацию. Вы приходите в ресторан и заказываете рыбу. Всегда ли приносят вот такую цельную рыбину?
Нет,
Нет, это же может быть и стейком, и кусочки, и филе, и так далее. Поэтому fish как продукт, да, который мы едим, это uncountable. Yeah? Потому как не всегда нам приносят целую рыбину. Как продукт именно, это uncountable. А вот если она у нас плавает, живая рыбинка, то это тогда countable. Мы говорим тут как про продукт. Okay? Good. What's next?
Fizzy drinks, uncountable.
Agree. Grapes.
Grapes, uncountable.
Actually, surprising, it is countable. You can count these little ones. Yes, it is countable. Surprising for me.
Yes. Juice, uncountable. Lamb, uncountable.
Uncountable. Yes, it's the same as fish.
Yes,
yeah, it's some meat. Mango.
Mango, countable. Mushrooms, uncountable.
Why? Have a look. I see 1 mushroom, 2 mushrooms. It is.
And small mushrooms. I don't know how is it.
Yes, they are cut. So mushrooms you can count.
Yes. Okay, countable.
For example, you went to the forest and I ask you, Svetlana, how many mushrooms did you find? And you say, just 2. Yeah.
Okay. Yes.
So it's countable.
Salad, uncountable.
Uncountable. Good.
Steak, accountable.
So which one again?
Countable.
Countable. 1 steak.
1 steak, 2 steak, and
2 steaks. Yes, countable. Agree. And yogurt?
Yogurt, uncountable.
Uncountable. Yes. Countable is this box, yeah, from yogurt, but yogurt itself, it's like juice. Uncountable.
Yes.
Wonderful. So you managed really well. The only surprise was grapes. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, it is countable, but no one counts it. Yes. Mushrooms also countable. Remember, fish, meat, lamb. It's never countable. Yeah, because we don't know what portion is it. It's not one fixed thing, right? Okay. Can I close it? For a moment. Yes. And we will work today with countable and uncountable words. And okay. Right. Have a look. We are going to listen to the sentences. You can see the sentences here. All right. And what you need to do is listen and choose. Do you hear any or a few or a lot of? Okay, what do you hear? Please write down in your copybook what you. Let's go. Okay.
Unit 2. Recording 7. 1.
Actually, there isn't any sugar in it.
2.
But there's a lot of chocolate and milk.
3.
Have some sauce with it.
4.
It's got lots of chili in it.
5.
It's a salad from my part of the world.
6.
Yes, it has a little oil in it.
7.
Yes, there are a few herbs and spices to give it more flavor.
8.
I usually have a bit of bread with it too.
Yep, okay. Right, now let's compare and choose what was correct. Okay, I would like to see all the sentences. Right, let's start. Number 1, what did you hear?
Any.
Any, what's number 2?
Number 2, a lot of.
Yeah, but there is a lot of chocolate and milk. A lot of.
Number 3, some.
Some. 4.
Lot of.
A lot of. It has to be a lot of.
Number 5, salad.
A salad.
Number 6, little.
A little. It has to be again.
A little.
A little oil.
7, a few. And 8, не успела услышать, вроде бы a bit.
I usually have a bit of bread. That's right. Okay, well done. Now let's decide the nouns. For example, sugar, chocolate, sauce, and so on. Are they countable or uncountable? Yes, and then we can understand how we use these words. Sugar, countable, uncountable.
Uncountable.
Okay, I will mark uncountable with green color. Okay, uncountable. What kind of word is chocolate?
Uncountable.
Uncountable. And milk also uncountable.
Yes.
Sauce.
Uncountable.
Chili.
Chili. Countable.
Uncountable. As
uncountable.
spice, yeah?
Yes. Uncountable. Salad. Uncountable.
Salad is actually countable.
Countable.
Here it is countable. Salad can be both countable and uncountable. Если я говорю таким образом, например, я хочу немного салата поесть, это будет uncountable. А если вы говорите, на Новый год я приготовлю такой салат, такой, такой и такой, то это countable, да? So it depends, can be both. Right, here it is countable. Have a look, it is a salad from my part of the world. So это какой-то особенный, ну, это какой-то один салат. Right, oil.
Uncountable.
Uncountable. Next one, herbs.
A few herbs and
spices.
Spices, uncountable.
What herbs do you usually use? I use chili, I use pepper, and so on.
Then countable.
Countable, yeah. And spices the same, right? So they are countable. And bread?
A bit of bread countable. It?
Okay, for example, I usually eat soup with some bread.
Ну, не конкретно.
Да, как вы посчитаете этот хлеб, который вы едите с супом, например?
Не знаю.
Да? Ну, то есть
Дольки
это...
могу посчитать.
Да, мы считаем, например, буханку хлеба можем посчитать, да? Даже по-русски тоже так правильно сказать. Я купила там 3 буханки хлеба. Да? Вот когда есть слово буханка, по-английски это loaf of bread, то это будет countable. А так вообще хлеб uncountable.
Окей.
Порезали, да, вот у вас там some bread. Yeah? Okay, good. So now we've got, we actually have only 3 words that are countable here. And now we will try to make a rule, yes, out of this. I'm going to close it, yeah, for a moment. Okay. Okay. So we had countable and uncountable nouns. And tell me, please, can we use countable nouns in singular? Can I say 1 banana?
Yes.
Yes, and I can also say a banana, right?
A banana.
Can I say 5 bananas?
Yes.
Yes, 5 bananas. Yeah, so this is okay. Can I say 5 orange juices?
No.
Can I say 1 orange juice?
1 glass of.
Yeah, 1 glass or 1 bottle, but not 1 orange juice. That means I never say 1, I never say 5. Yeah. Example, butter. Let's take. Yeah. What is important? With countable nouns, I can use a, meaning 1, and I can also use plural, bananas. Yeah. But with uncountable, I cannot say a, and I cannot say plural form, right? Okay. Then we had such a sentence. Sorry. One moment. Okay, like that. There are a few herbs. A few
Few.
herbs.
Few.
Mhm. Does it mean there are many or a small number?
A few, несколько,
Mhm. Is
some,
it a big or small number?
some, I don't know.
Some, yes, it is.
Some.
It means some of them. All right. And do I use the word few with countable or uncountable noun?
Uncountable.
Have a look. Herbs.
Countable.
Countable. You see, a few herbs with
Mhm.
countable nouns. And I had also another sentence. It has a little oil. Tell me, please, is it a big number or a small number?
It is a small number.
So
It is uncountable.
right, it is for uncountable.
Mhm.
Small number. Like that, it's better to say. Yes, and it is for uncountable nouns. Yeah, a little we use with uncountable nouns. So a few and a little, they are the same,
Mhm.
but for different kinds of nouns. And how can I say when I want to say that there is a big number?
Much?
Possible, but it's better to say a lot of.
Oh, a lot of, yes, a lot of.
We had examples, there is a lot of chocolate and milk.
A lot of chocolate and milk. It is uncountable.
It is uncountable. But what if I say I usually use a lot of mushrooms in my dishes?
Countable.
Countable. So a lot
Countable.
of can be used with both of them, right? And I can say a lot of or lots of, and it's the same. It's absolutely the same. There is no difference. A lot of or lots of. Okay, I have another sentence. I usually have some sauce with sauce with it. See with it. So what can you say? Is it countable or uncountable?
Uncountable.
Uncountable. So that means the word some.
Some.
We use
uncountable.
With uncountable. But what if I say, I bought some bananas in the market?
Uncountable.
Bananas.
Bananas countable. Countable.
I bought some bananas in the market today, or yesterday, let's say. That means some is used for both countable and uncountable, right? Tell me, please, are these sentences positive or negative? I bought some bananas yesterday. I usually have some sauce with it. Is it positive or negative?
Positive.
Positive. Both of them are positive. That means some we use in positive sentences. Maybe you remember what is for negative?
Нет, не помню.
No?
Может, и помню.
One moment, we had example.
Hasn't. has
No, there isn't any sugar in it.
sugar.
There isn't any sugar.
Sugar. Any.
Yeah? So in negative sentences, we use any. Again, for both countable and uncountable. But this is a negative sentence, right? Like, I haven't got any apples. So,
Countable.
accountable, yes, again, any, and again, negative sentence. But any you can also use for questions. For example, have you got any coffee at home? Or is there
uncountable.
Any coffee? Yeah. Is it question positive, negative?
Positive.
Is there any coffee?
Is there a negative?
It's a question.
Oh, it's a question.
Question, yes. Is there any coffee? It's a question. So for questions, also use any.
Any.
Есть ли сколько-нибудь вообще кофе? And let's try this question. Are there any bottles of juice in the fridge? So, positive, negative, question, what is it?
Question.
It's a question with countable, uncountable?
Countable.
Countable.
Because bottles.
Yeah, bottles, that's right. Okay. Actually, this is all. Right? This is all what we need to know. Let's find. There are not many differences. Давайте на что будем прямо обращать особое внимание. Разниц немного у них, countable and uncountable. Вот она важная разница. Да? Посмотрите, они отличаются. There are a few herbs, a little oil. Да? Все остальное одинаково. Так? Но нужно еще помнить про слово some, что мы его используем для positive,
Negative.
а any используем
для negative.
Negative and
И question.
А все остальное, собственно говоря, одинаково. Right? Okay.
What about посчитать?
Yes, numbers, yeah, a banana, bananas,
yes.
That's right, that's right. Okay, this is different, you are right. Okay, so can I close it?
Yes.
Yes, может быть, даже давайте-ка я сделаю скриншотик, чтобы потом отправить. It can be useful for us. Okay, now let's try to use this all forms. Okay. First of all, we are going to practice pronunciation a little. And one moment. Have a look. Here we will try to notice how do we pronounce these phrases. You see they are in bold, yeah, these parts. Please listen and say, how do we pronounce them? Do you hear two words or do you hear them together? So first listen and check, how do we pronounce?
Unit 2. Recording 8. 1.
There's a lot of salt in this.
2.
There are some eggs in the fridge.
3.
There isn't any sugar in it.
4.
There's a bit of soy sauce.
5.
There are a few apples on the table.
So, Svetlana, do you hear them together or separate?
I hear in together.
Together, yes. We don't say
Together.
there is a. We say there is a. There is
Yes.
a lot of, yeah, there is a lot of, yes, together. And also, I would like to ask you about these phrases, yeah? It's an interesting structure. There is, there are. Помните, или надо вам напомнить, как это делается?
There is с одним употребляется,
Да.
с несколько.
Да, когда плюрал, множественное.
Плюрал, множество, да.
А как мы
Единственное
будем-
множество.
Да, все верно. А как это переводить вообще на русский язык?
Ну, как по-русски сказать, если я правильно помню, это где-то в каком-то месте или
Там есть, можем.
там где-то есть, да. Так.
Все верно. Если мы второй посмотрим, то будем переводить с конца. В
Да.
холодильнике есть,
Яйца.
да, немного яиц.
Немного-
Да, в
немного яиц,
холодильнике есть немного яиц. Отлично. Помните, тогда не будем сильно останавливаться. Okay. Now, please listen and repeat these sentences. Try to say it together. Yes, like there is a lot of. There is a lot of. Okay. Let's go. Listen and repeat.
Unit 2. Recording 8. 1.
There's a lot of salt in this.
Try.
There is a lot of salt in this.
In this, yeah, right.
2.
There are some eggs in the fridge.
There are some eggs in the fridge.
Very good, yeah.
3.
There isn't any sugar in it.
There isn't any sugar in it.
Почувствовали, у вас пауза была, да? There isn't.
Да.
Пробуйте. There isn't.
There isn't any sugar in it.
Практически. Смотрите, если вы тут вот эту «р» почетче произнесете, то легче будет соединить. There isn't.
There isn't.
Вот, нашли, да? There isn't any sugar in it. И здесь тоже можно вот эту произнести спокойненько, и тогда in легко соединить. Смотрите как. Sugar in it. Sugar in it.
Sugar in it.
Отлично. Слушайте еще раз. Вот так и попробуйте.
Three.
There isn't any sugar in it.
There isn't any sugar in it.
Sugar in it. Не бойтесь
Sugar in
эту «р» произносить, да, вот в этих случаях. There isn't any sugar in it.
There isn't any sugar in it.
Super good. Yes, this was good.
4.
There's a bit of soy sauce.
There's a bit.
There is a bit of sugar.
There is a bit of soy sauce.
Откуда я это взяла? There's a bit of soy sauce.
All right, good. Next one, 5.
5.
There are a few apples on the table.
There are a few apples on the table.
Very nice. Okay, now we will try again, but this time without a text. Yeah, I'd like you to listen carefully and try to repeat what you hear. Okay, this will be a little more difficult, but
Yes.
I believe we can do it. Let's go.
Unit 2. Recording 8. 1.
There's a lot of salt in this.
There's a lot of salt.
Salt?
Of this
In it.
in it.
Еще раз послушайте.
Recording 8. 1.
There's a lot of salt in this.
There's a salt of in it.
There is a lot of salt in this.
There's ой, я забыла.
There is a lot. There is
There
a
is
lot.
a lot there is a lot of salt in
This.
this.
Ага, Светлана, постарайтесь соединить все вместе, да, у вас отдельные слова получаются, а нам надо попробовать их одним махом. Давайте еще разочек. There is a lot of salt in this.
There is a lot of salt in this.
All right, it's much better. Good. Listen to number 2.
2,
There are some eggs in the fridge.
Mm-hmm.
There's an egg on the fridge.
Почти только there are множественное число.
There
There
are-
are some eggs. There are some eggs.
There are some eggs on fridge
Наверху or in the
on-
fridge.
in the fridge.
Yes. Okay, listen again and try to repeat. So,
2,
There are some eggs in the fridge.
mm-hmm.
There are some eggs on the fridge.
Только не on, in.
Oh, in the
In the
fridge.
fridge. Yes, beautiful. In the fridge. Okay, nice one. So next.
Mhm.
3,
There isn't any sugar in it.
Mm-hmm.
Uh,
There is.
there isn't any sugar in it. There
Отлично,
isn't any
соедините.
sugar. There
Sugar
is
in it.
sugar in it. There isn't any sugar in it.
Super good. Yes, this was very nice.
4,
There's a bit of soy sauce.
Mm-hmm.
There is a bit of sauce.
Soy sauce.
Sauce.
Very nice. Lovely.
5,
There are a few apples on the table.
Mm-hmm.
There are a few apples on the table.
Okay, this was nice. Right. Very good. So this is a very useful exercise. Do it at home also. Yeah.
Okay.
Listen and repeat. Listen and repeat. Then it will be easier for you to speak faster, right? Okay, now we are going to practice these sentences. And one moment. Oops. We have here a little text. See it here, right? It's about different types of food, but what food? Can you please read it quickly? Ignore the gaps and tell me what is it about?
Mhm.
So what type of food is it about?
It is pizza pie.
Yes, it's like pizza. Yes, it's about pizza. Very good. Now I'd like you to read about this pizza one more time, and please complete the gaps. What do you use in number 1 and number 2 and so on? Lots of, any, few, little, or lots. Okay, please let me know when you're ready.
Mhm.
Yay. All right. Let's read it, what you have now. Okay. Although, and this is a
Although.
new word. Yes, I think we don't know the word. Although means несмотря на то, что или хотя.
Хотя, окей.
Мгм.
Although there are few different types of white pizza,
Мгм.
there aren't a lot of that are like the one from Pennsylvania, USA.
Мгм.
Although it's called a pizza, it's more like a pie. There isn't any meat on it, but there is lots of cheese.
Мгм.
It's usually made using any different types of cheese, and a little olive oil is
Poured, наливай.
poured on top before cooking. The ingredients give it great
Flavor.
flavor.
We had it
Flavor.
last time, flavor. For example, ice cream flavors, chocolate, vanilla, I don't know, and other flavor. Yeah.
Flavor.
Mhm. Okay, some of these answers are good, some of them we need to speak about. Okay, let's start with the first one. Although there are few different types. Few, если вы вспомните, мы использовали со словом a few. Да, то есть
FU, yes.
по-любому с должен быть, а здесь у нас
R.
нету
Нету,
Значит,
да.
не подходит. Что подойдет?
A little.
Тоже нету
Lots.
Ага.
Any подходит.
Они не подходят.
Не подходит. Ничего туда не подходит.
Нет, одна подходит.
А,
Много
a
разных
lot.
видов. A lot.
Lots. A lot.
of.
A lot. Yes.
So although there are a lot of different types of
Different.
white pizza, there aren't, tell me please, aren't, is it positive or negative?
Negative.
So with negatives, we use
Any.
any,
Any.
right? So there aren't any that are like the one in Pennsylvania. Нету таких подобных, да? Смотрим дальше. So because the sentence is negative, right? All the time, there isn't any meat. Positive, negative?
Negative.
Negative, so we use isn't.
Any.
Yeah, right, any. But there is lots of cheese. Подходит, потому что есть of.
Да.
Yeah? Lots of cheese, all right. It's usually made using a... Is it negative?
It is positive.
It is positive, and any is
Positive.
only for negatives.
Negative.
So this sentence is not negative.
Not negative, and we use the positive. A little.
Yes, no, not a little. A little, okay. Почти. Tell me, please, types, is it countable or uncountable?
Разные типы. Countable.
Countable, okay. And we said little we use with uncountable, and what do we use for countable?
Few.
Few.
Few, okay. Few.
Yes, and we also have a few. Because types is countable, right? And then a little olive oil. Oil, is it countable or uncountable?
Uncountable.
Uncountable, and we use
a little.
Yep. So now it's all correct. Well done. Well done. Okay. We are going to practice a little more. And tell me, please, when you go shopping, do you usually write a shopping list? What you want to buy? Do you write?
I often write
List. A
list,
shopping list.
is shopping list, but I not always too used
Use it, yes.
use
All
use
right.
my shopping list.
All right. But do you think shopping list is a good idea?
I think it is a good idea. Yes.
Yes, I also think so, but I don't often write a shopping list. But if I buy a lot of things, then I always write it. Now we will look at the shopping list. And okay, so it's a modern shopping list, yeah, a mobile phone. But our student is not a very good student. This student made some mistakes here. What we need is to find what is correct, what is not correct, yeah? For example, a few apples, what do you think, is it correct or not? A few,
Is it correct?
why?
Because few used with a, and it is множественное,
Yes,
plural.
and countable word, yeah?
Accountable, да, countable.
Apples are countable. Good. Any lettuce, is that correct?
What lettuce?
Lettuce — это салат латук, который.
Uncountable.
It's uncountable, okay. And any, is it correct?
Any used negative.
Yes.
Negative notes.
But we have a positive.
Positive.
Yeah? Positive. So we say some lettuce.
Some lettuce.
Good. What about chocolate?
Chocolate.
Is it okay?
Uncountable.
Uncountable. So can you say a chocolate?
Я говорю.
Ну, вот так. Давайте на правила, да, попробуем.
Maybe some chocolate.
Some chocolate, отлично. Very good. Not a chocolate, but some chocolate. It's uncountable, yeah?
Uncountable.
Okay. Yeah. Svetlana, now I give you 3-4 minutes. Please look at all this list and correct, yes, what is wrong here. Use the rules. Смотрите внимательно на правила прям, да?
Мгм.
right? Okay, let's see what you have. So next one, please read it.
Ой, сейчас. A few tomatoes.
A few tomatoes, but what about some tomatoes? Is it a mistake?
No,
No,
no, some.
it's correct, yeah?
It's correct.
You can say a few tomatoes,
Мгм.
but a few is a small number. Some is a little bigger number, yeah? Both are correct. What's next?
Так, a few rice, some.
Yeah, so it's not correct. We
Some-
can say
some-
some rice,
some
or
rice,
if it is
Oh,
a
a
smaller
little,
num- a little.
a little, a little.
Mhm. Yes, because rice is uncountable. Yeah,
Mhm.
good. What's
Uh,
next?
A lot of strawberries. A lot of.
Тогда не надо. Lots of или a lot of.
Lots of strawberries.
It's okay, yeah?
Okay, yes, да.
Mhm.
Milk, some milk.
Some milk, yeah. Some milk. Not a
Um,
milk, yeah.
A few orange.
Very good. Oranges. Так,
Oranges.
Ага.
Carrot,
few.
carrot, a few carrot.
A few carrot. Carrot, is it countable or uncountable?
Countable.
Countable. A few это for uncountable. Oh, sorry. A few carrots. Yes.
A few
это-
carrots.
Sorry. Yeah, that's right. A few carrots. Но вообще так, если по идее грамматически a carrot, это ошибка или нет?
Нет.
No.
No.
Человек пойдет и купит одну морковку.
А,
A carrot.
Any coffee?
Oh, is it a negative sentence?
No, не знаю,
Мгм.
почему я написала any. Some coffee.
Some coffee. It's
Some coffee.
okay.
Potato. Some potato.
Mhm.
A potato.
Only one?
One potato.
Okay. Or if we have some, we will say some potatoes.
Potatoes. A lot of potato.
A lot of potatoes or some potatoes, да?
Some
Несколько,
potatoes.
сколько-то. S не хватает.
A few small cucumbers.
It's okay, yeah, right.
Any sugar.
Ага. Is it negative again?
Это positive.
Значит,
Some sugar.
very nice. Some sugar.
Some sugar.
Yes.
A lot of cheese.
It's okay. Ага.
Some salt.
Yes, salts.
Salts.
Can you count salt? Can you say one
No.
salt? Two?
No.
No. Тогда почему он во множественном числе тут?
A little.
Нет,
Salt.
сам нормально, а вот salts нравится?
Salt.
Yes.
Это я вообще не смогла перевести, я не
A
поняла.
bit of means a little. То же
A
самое, что a
little.
little. И для таких же существительных. A little. Is it for countable or uncountable?
Countable.
A little.
Uncountable.
Uncountable. And eggs?
Eggs.
Egg. Ну, он countable, да? Eggs.
Eggs countable.
И вместо a bit of используем
Few.
a few.
A few.
Right, a few.
A
And
few.
a meat.
Some meat.
Some meat. Very good.
Some meat.
Some. Some такое очень непонятное, да, значение. Some. Ну вот сколько-то мяса. Some meat. Если мы говорим a few, a little, that means it's not a big number. A lot of, ну понятно, yeah, many. Okay, good. Now we helped the student and corrected all the mistakes. Svetlana, my recommendation is when you go shopping this month, please write your shopping list in English. It will help. Yes, you will learn a lot of new words. It is a really, really cool idea. Yes, and you think a little, a few, or a lot of, or some, yeah, a bottle of, and so on. All right. So I highly recommend you. Now we're going to imagine that we go shopping, and you will get a picture in your in the chat, yeah, in Zoom. Give me 1 second, I will send it to you. Right, just a second, yeah. Oops, 1 moment. It was almost the wrong one. Okay, please look and download the picture. Okay, do you have it?
Yes.
Okay, I will also have a picture, which is, so there are actually 2 pictures, you can see, like that. You have 1 picture, I'm going to use another one, all right? So there are 2 pictures. They look similar, but they are not the same. We are going to talk and find what is different in the pictures. Okay, so your picture and my picture, they are a little different. Here is my picture. I will not show it to you, yeah? It is a little different than your picture. Okay? For example, have a look.
Я на свою картинку смотрела, вы на свою?
Я на свою, я сейчас закрою свою. Например, there is some cheese, right, on the floor, ну почти on the floor. У вас его?
Нет.
Нету, и вы так и говорите, there isn't any cheese on the floor. Да? Думаем про some, any, a lot of, a bit и так далее. Right, ну что, поехали. Начинать будем таким образом. There is, да, как уже сегодня вспомнили, there's, или there are, ну или отрицание there is, there aren't. Okay, I will start. There is some cheese on my picture.
There isn't some cheese on my picture.
There isn't?
There isn't some cheese.
Some это для positive.
Any cheese on my picture.
Okay, very good. In my picture.
In my picture.
Okay, now your turn.
There are a few tomatoes on the floor.
Oh, yes, there are a few tomatoes on the floor here too. It's the same. There is a pineapple. Pineapple это ананас. There is a pineapple in the basket.
There isn't a pineapple on the in my picture.
Right. Okay. Very good. Your turn.
There is a chicken.
A chicken. Она живая там у вас кукарека? Как продукт сам chicken.
Some chicken on the floor.
No, there isn't any chicken on the floor, but there is some fish on the floor.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
There isn't any fish in my picture.
Very good. Okay, now you please.
There is some. There is just there is some sugar
Mhm.
in корзина.
Basket.
Basket.
Yes, there is some sugar in the basket too.
Мгм.
And there is some juice in the basket, some lemon juice in the basket too.
There is any lemon juice in a basket.
Mhm.
There,
There isn't, yeah?
There isn't. There isn't.
Mhm.
There is some orange juice in the basket.
Oh, yeah, all right.
Orange.
No, there isn't any orange juice in my basket. No, sorry. Okay. There is some yogurt and some pasta in the basket.
There isn't any pasta in the basket, but there is some yogurt in the basket.
Good one. All right, your turn.
There is a fizzy drink.
Some fizzy drink.
Some fizzy drink
Uh-huh.
on the floor in the picture.
I don't understand. No, no, there isn't any fizzy drink on my in my picture. There is a ketchup. There is some ketchup on the floor. There is some shampoo on the floor, and there is some water also. But
Interesting picture.
yes. What about you? Is there a ketchup on the floor?
Yes, there is some ketchup
Mhm.
on the floor, but there isn't. There isn't. There isn't. There isn't any. Я забыла, что там было. Shampoo and еще что-то.
And water.
Water on the floor or in the picture.
Yeah, right. Good one. Now your turn. What else have you got?
There is eggs. Oh, there is some. There are a lot of eggs in our in the так их.
In
their hands.
Yeah, right. In my picture, it's the same. There are a lot of eggs in their hands. Yeah. And I think there is a lot of bread in my picture in the background.
Oh, me too. There are a lot of bread in the picture.
There is a lot of bread, потому что он uncountable.
Okay.
Он же не bread, да? There is a lot of bread. Good. What else?
There is some pizza in the basket.
Lucky you, there isn't any pizza in my basket. No. Okay, there is a woman and a man in my picture.
I think there isn't. There isn't. There isn't.
Да, нет, например, нет никакого. Кого там у вас нет?
There isn't. I think there isn't no man.
There isn't a man, yeah?
There isn't a man in my picture.
But there are two.
But there are two women. There are two women.
Women
in the picture.
Yes, okay. Right, I think I haven't got anything more. I told you about everything. Have you got anything else?
Yes, I have got. There is some grapes.
Grape. There are
grapes.
some grapes.
There are some grapes in the basket.
No, there aren't any grapes in my baskets. No, here there aren't any grapes.
And there is some.
Mhm.
Yeah, there is an apple on the floor.
Oh, right. No, there aren't any apples on the floor. There are only tomatoes on the floor. Smashed tomatoes.
There are some
Strawberries. Yeah.
strawberries
Strawberries?
on the floor.
No, there aren't any strawberries on the floor.
Mhm.
Okay.
I think this is all.
This is all. Okay, you can look at my picture now and see.
Mhm.
Yeah, so it's a little different.
Yes. Or I think there is some cereal maybe.
Yes, there is some cereal.
In the picture.
Right. Yes, this you mean. I would say there is a lot of cereal, yeah, in your
Yes.
picture. Right, but there isn't any cereal in my picture. Okay, Svetlana, this was a good job. Right, very, very good. You see, when we speak, it's getting better and better.
Yes.
Easier and easier, right? When you practice a little bit at home, then next time it will be absolutely easy, right? And I really recommend you, when you write a shopping list, do it in English, yeah? I want to buy some eggs, a lot of bread, and so on, yeah? Right. I will also send these copies, right? And you can look at the pictures again and pronounce it again. There isn't any, and so on. Right? Okay, that's lovely. So then I'm going to send the homework.